What is up, DW Nation? With Bobby Lashley and Daniel Bryan both staking their claim for world championships on Raw and SmackDown, and then with the brewing of the Wednesday Night Wars coming head-to-head for the 3rd of March, we had some huge things that happened last week. So here I am as Kevin Jones, the Disciples of Wrestling, and I'm about to dive in to my top 10 performers of the week. So without further ado, let's hop into it. At number 10, I have the Street Profits. Yes, they have lost their SmackDown Tag Team Championships. They have held them for so long, and now they're looking to add more and more wins to restate their claim as the number one contenders against Ziggler and Rude. And they picked up a huge win against Baron Corbin and also Sami Zayn this past week in a tag team match on SmackDown. And they continue to keep building up momentum to lead to their number one contendership. And that's who I got at number 10. At number 9, who would have thought all she needed was a character change? And now quickly she is staking her claim in the NXT women's division and letting everybody know that she's not in the mood for games anymore. And I have Miss Xia Li. Miss Xia Li has gone on a very, very nice bulky win streak since she's turned over to this new leaf with now a Japanese lady that is a queen that's really just taking control of everything. I'm still confused by the entire arc of this story, but I'm extremely excited to see that not only is Xia Li completely transformed and completely reinvigorated, but she's dominant in the ring, and she just continues her dominance as she picked up a nice win against Casey Catanzaro this past week on NXT. At my number 8, Mr. Adam Cole. We still do not have answers from you, sir, but you continue to make our jaws drop as he turned on his other undisputed brethren, Mr. Roderick Strong, this past week on NXT, where we saw him confront, of course, the actions that he's made in these last few weeks without really answering any questions. But we also saw a confrontation with Adam and Finn Balor where he ended up taking out Finn Balor, and then he turned on Roddy Strong, calling him stupid, and then just turning on him as well, standing tall at the end of the show. At number 7, my guy, the king of the fly, Mr. Rey Fenix. Yes, Rey Fenix has possibly had one of the best matches of the year against Lance Archer, and it was just extraordinary to see the big man versus little man, the powerhouse versus the fast athleticism, and just the high-flying ability that Rey Fenix has is just remarkable. And even in his loss, he is still just one of the purest and top wrestlers on this AEW roster. At number 6, I have Karrion Kross. Yes, this man picked up a nice win against Santos Escobar last week in this street fight, where he not only took out Santos Escobar, but he also took out the other members of the Legado del Fantasma. He has a nice win to keep him going in his detour to the NXT World Championship. And I like the fact that he, even though he's not keen on Finn Balor yet, he is also keen on just making his mark throughout the entire NXT roster, to where when he challenges Finn Balor, it is without a shadow of a doubt that he is the guy that's supposed to be wrestling him. At my number 5, Hangman Adam Page. I mean, honestly, this man has been the dark horse of AEW Dynamite, not only in the tag division, but also as a solo dolo. And it's looking like more and more each week we're getting closer to the formation of Adam Page with the Dark Order. And I just want to see it now. Just give it to me. This man picks up another huge win and a phenomenal match against Isaiah Cassidy. What can I say, man? This guy just does it all. Hangman Adam Page, welcome to the power ranking, sir. At number 4, I brought him up at the beginning of the video. And yes, he is staking his claim officially for the Universal Championship. He is coming after Roman himself. And he's not only doing that, but he's also ruffling up feathers with the Royal Rumble winner. Yes, I am talking about Daniel Bryan. He ends up talking about how Edge is nowhere near close to the man how he used to be, and he might not be the one that's going to be taking the championship away from Roman. And he feels like himself is a better candidate to take the championship away from him. And then, of course, this causes friction between him and Edge. and he is looking to really stake his claim. Now, unfortunately, his match ended in a double countout, but hopefully we get this thing cleared up on SmackDown this week. At number 3, Lance Archer. Yes, like I said when I talked about Rey Fenix, arguably one of the top matches of the year, and it was just a phenomenal match. And yes, Lance Archer had a phenomenal display. This big man does it all. He flies, he chokeslams people. The man does it all. He's hard to beat, almost impossible to beat. This man is the winner, not only of the match against Rey Fenix, but he's also now a contender that it will be in the face of the Revolution ladder match for Revolution pay-per-view. And he's my number 3. At number 2, Jon Moxley. Yes, he didn't do much on this past week's AEW. He picked up a nice win against Ryan Nemeth and then cut a phenomenal, heartfelt, fired up promo to the fans. But not only that, this weekend, he ended up defending that IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship against Kenta. Yes, we all remember Kenta from that phenomenal Falls Count Anywhere tag match. But he ends up winning. He retains his championship and is still the New Japan Pro Wrestling Heavyweight United States Champion. I don't know if I got that order right. They say things a little different in Japan. But he is still your champion, and he's still on a roll, and I can't wait to see him versus Kenny Omega at Revolution. As my honorable mention, of course, I have the Grizzled Young Veterans. The Grizzled Young Veterans, even though they lost in the Dusty Cup, they're letting MSK know, don't forget about us, cuz y'all got lucky. We let y'all win. But it won't happen again. They're staking their claim against MSK for a possible feud in the future, as they took them out during their interview and then just mopped the floor with Killian Dane and Drake Maverick in their tag match. So of course, I still have love for Grizzled Young Veterans, even though they're not in my top 10. And my number 1, the other man that I talked about in the beginning of this video. Yes, he has staken his claim as he made the deal with The Miz himself with MVP. Yes, Bobby Lashley is now the number 1 contender for the WWE Championship. And we will be seeing that match tonight on Monday Night Raw, where he also beat the Beast, the Monster himself, Braun Strowman, in the main event in very, very dominant fashion. So I'm looking forward to tonight's Raw, and hopefully next week I can have him as number 1 again as the new WWE Champion. Well, ladies and gents, I definitely appreciate you guys for keeping it locked in throughout this entire top 10 power ranking. And of course, if I missed off on anyone, definitely put it in the comment section. But in case you do like this video, hit that thumbs up button right there. Then hit the subscribe button if you guys want to keep up with everything we got going on in Disciples of Wrestling. Also, don't be afraid to hit that share arrow down there. Yeah, down there, where you can also let your friends know that enjoy pro wrestling. Let us know what we got going on. But until next time, I'm Kevin Jones of Disciples of Wrestling, and I was wrestling.